I've worked up at the lodge for 13 years. I live down the road, a little town that's right by the helipad. Half an hour drive in the summer, a little shorter on my dirt bike. I spent more nights at the lodge in a year than I do at my actual house.
I've been here for almost 15 years. I wanted to do this since grade 9. I knew that I wanted to make a career somehow in the mountains on skis. My job is my lifestyle. My job is my passion. Skiing is my passion. I wouldn't change it for anything.
My first trip out with CMH was 1991. I'm going to retire at the end of this month. I think most of us are in the heli-skiing business because there's a passion there. You get to see some pretty unbelievable vistas, some unbelievable scenery, and to be able to take people out there to enjoy that with you, it's a pretty special thing.
Both in the winter and the summer, the Bobby Burns is awesome. In the summer, we have via ferratas and ropes courses and amazing hiking. It's beautiful up here. I love it.
Galena Lodge was built in 1989. We've done a lot of changes in the last 10 years, really. The lodge is, first of all, my social life. Everybody just works really hard and really works together and tries to make sure that we all get the job done and all get to have some fun, too. It doesn't take very long for guests, once they get into the lodge, to relax to the slower pace. So usually by the time they've done the bus ride to the lodge, and then they get a helicopter ride, they're kind of in awe and forget about the outside world. I think that's an amazing thing about the vacation people have with CMH. It's just so separate from the outside world and just focus on having a good time. When the sun's just beaming down and you're on these glaciers and by these deep valleys and you've got the wide sweeping vistas and everybody's got huge smiles on their faces, and it's just such a freeing feeling to be up there on the mountaintops.
There's many times where I'm pinching myself and I'm looking at the beautiful vistas, and I take people skiing for a living. It's pretty amazing. I feel pretty lucky I was born and raised in Banff. My dad probably had me in his pack skiing down the mountain before I could even walk. I was my happiest on skis. Started ski patrolling at Lake Louise, got onto the avalanche control crew program there. From there, it was a very natural progression for me to get into guiding. We are situated in the Purcell mountain range in the Vowel Creek. We have such a variety of terrain. We have high alpine and steep trees and everything in between. Our number one priority is safety and then guest experience. We're gonna go ski probably some of the best snow they've ever skied, in combination with, having the whole lodge atmosphere. It's gonna be an incredible experience for them. Growing up, I was, around the whole CMH history, the story, the romance, and I always wanted to work for CMH because to me, CMH was the best. It was like the pinnacle. It's definitely my family. I've worked with some of these guys for as long as I've been here, so it's a good, tight crew, and I love it. I couldn't see myself doing anything else.
My first trip out with CMH was, I believe it was 1990 or 1991. And it was a 206, heading out to the Bobby Burns for support, and I had no clue where the Bobby Burns was. found it, luckily. As far as retirement goes, I'd like to really spend a little bit more time with my wife. We've got some hiking we want to do together. A little bit more time just relaxing, chilling out, looking at the countryside from a different perspective on the ground. In the pilot side of things, chief pilot's about the top rung, if you want to call it that. It's a very intense job. It's probably some of the toughest flying that you'll ever do in your career. But yeah, to see when you drop people off and they've got those big grins on their faces and you're looking at the views that not everybody sees.
First time the helicopter comes in, when it's been gone for 8 months, you know the season's starting. You know that in a couple of days, all the other staff are going to show up. And then the skiing is just incredible.
We've been doing it forever, the oldest heli-skiing company in the world.
And so many of the guests have been coming for so many years too, that they're my friends and some of them even family as well. I love watching first-year staff and watching first-year guests going skiing for the first time. And they just have no idea what they're getting into, and you're just in this amazing winter wonderland.
I don't think that you can get a better trained group of people out there to help support what you're doing. Capable ski guide, you've got the bartender that knows what you want to drink, the staff looking after every whim that you've got. You really don't have to do anything there other than show up for dinner and go skiing. You're second to none.